students. Now we will solve the worksheet for chapter number 5 and 6. The first question is, find the distance between each of the following pair of points, that is P minus 5, 7 and coordinates of point Q is minus 1, 3. So first we'll write here P is 2, 3. So here x1 is, P is minus 5, 7. There is correction. P is minus 5, 7. So 2 and 3, it will not come 2 and 3. It will come minus 5, 7. And Q is minus 1, 3. So x1 is minus 5 and y1 is 7. Q is, that is minus 3, 3 means x2 is minus 1, Q is minus 1, 3. So x2 is minus 1 and y2 is 3. So by using distance formula we know root distance of PQ is under root x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So this will be under root x2 minus x1. x2 is minus 1 plus y1 is minus 5. So x2 is minus 1 and x1 is minus 5. So minus of minus is plus. So minus 1 plus 5 the whole square plus y2 minus y1. y2 is 3 minus y1 is 7. So when I simplify this, what we get is minus 1 plus 5 is 4. So 4 the whole square plus 3 minus 7 will be minus 4 the whole square. So 4 square is 16 plus minus 4 the whole square will also be 16. So 16 plus 16 is 32. So 32 what we'll do? We'll take the root 16 into 2 will be 32. 16 is a perfect square of root 4. So I get 4 root 2 units. Now we'll move on to next question, that is question number 2. Find the coordinate of point A which divides the segment PQ in the ratio m is to n. Here you can see P is minus 3, 7, Q is 1, minus 4 and m is to n is 2 is to 1. So first we'll write here P, that is minus 3, 7, which is x1 is minus 3, y1 is 7 and Q, that is 1, minus 4. So x2 is 1 and y2 is minus 4 and the ratio that is given is 2 is to 1. So now by using the section formula, we know the section formula for x is mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n and y is equal to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. So we'll put the values now, substitute the values. See, m into x2. Now m is 2, the ratio for the m is given 2 into x2. x2 is 1 plus nx1. n is 1 and multiplied by x1 is minus 3 upon ratio m plus n means 2 plus 1. And for y, my2, m is again 2 multiplied by y2 is minus 4 plus ny1, the ratio for n is 1 multiplied by y1 is 7 upon m plus n means 2 plus 1. So now we will simplify this. 2 ones are 2 for x, 2 ones are 2 plus 1 into minus 3 will be minus 3. So plus of minus becomes minus. So 2 minus 3 upon 3 is equal to minus 1 upon 3. And for y, see, 2 into minus 4 will be minus 8 plus 7 ones are 7 upon 2 plus 1 3. So minus 8 plus 7 upon 3 is equal to minus 1 upon 3. So A has coordinates minus 1 upon 3 comma minus 1 upon 3. Now main question number 3, write the formula of first section formula. So for x we know mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, and for y my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Midpoint formula. For x it is x1 plus x2 upon 2, and for y y1 plus y2 upon 2. Now centroid formula. Third one is centroid formula. For x we know x is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3, and for y it is y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. Next is, we know the centroid divides the median in the ratio 2:1. In the multiple choice also we have done this question several times. Now next is, we'll move on to chapter 6, that is trigonometry. So now in trigonometry, first you can see, prove that sin square theta upon cos theta plus cos theta is equal to secant theta. This is proof sum. So first we'll take left hand side. See, left hand side is sin square theta upon cos theta plus cos theta. So here what we'll do, left hand side will cross multiply. See, it's like this, sin square theta upon cos theta left hand side plus cos theta upon 1. So we cannot add this, as the denominators are different, so I will cross multiply. Sin square multiplied by 1 will be sin square, plus cos theta into cos theta will be cos square theta upon cos theta. So we know that identity is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So in place of numerator I will substitute 1 upon cos theta remains same. Now we also know that 1 upon cos theta will be equal to secant theta, which is equal to RHS. See, RHS is given secant theta. So here you can say that left hand side is equals to right hand side, hence it is proved. Now we'll move on to next question, that is, you can see, find the ratios of. So see, first one, sin theta. Sin theta is opposite side of theta upon hypotenuse. Cos theta is adjacent side of theta upon hypotenuse, and tan theta is opposite side of theta upon adjacent sides. And cot will be exactly reciprocal of tan theta. You can see tan is opposite upon adjacent. For cot you do adjacent upon opposite. Secant is equal to hypotenuse upon adjacent. Secant is exactly reciprocal of adjacent upon hypotenuse. And finally cosec theta is hypotenuse side upon opposite side of theta. Cosec is exactly reciprocal of sin theta. And from the trigonometric value table, write the values of trigonometric ratio, that is sin theta is 1 upon 2, sin 30 is 1 upon 2, sin 45 is 1 upon root 2. So write cos 30 is equal to root 3 upon 2, cos 45 is 1 upon root 2, tan 30 is 1 upon root 3, tan 45 is 1. Now we'll move on to the last question, that is the word problem. A person is standing at a distance of 80 meters from the church. Looking at its top, the angle of elevation is 45 degrees. Find the height of the church. Now in the diagram you can see AB represents the church and C is the position of the person who is standing at a distance of 80 meters from the church. So that is, see, BC is 80 meters. Now angle of elevation is 45. So angle ACB is 45 degree. Now see, if you consider the right angle triangle ABC, in that triangle tan theta will be opposite upon adjacent. Opposite is AB, adjacent is BC. Now you have to find AB, the height of the church. So we know in the trigonometric value table tan 45 is 1. So in place of tan 45 I'll substitute 1. AB we have to find out, upon 80 remains same. So when you cross multiply, AB is 80 multiply 1 will be 80 meters. So the height of the church is 80 meters. Now students, when you are completing this worksheet, see to it that you write your proper name, standard, division, roll number and date. Thank you.